Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Bingo Bonanza, live from the double wide of everyone's favorite beauty professional, Hummel figurine collector, and bingo caller, Miss Richfield 1981.
I'd like to tell a story of the prettiest of girls. It's me from Minnesota, in my heels and in my curls. Although my roots were modest, I was destined for the stage. My parents knew they had a star when at an early age. I did not say the word mama, I chose a different line. At just the tender age of 2, I screamed, "Oh, 69!" Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I'm your hostess, Miss Richfield 1981, and I invite you to stay right where you are and let me bring bingo to you. Oh, it's gonna be a bonanza because we've got a live studio audience and prizes and the Richfield winner spinner and fun, and it's all because bingo makes it better. It really does! Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Now it's your turn, join with me. Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Grab your balls and play, now you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play. I can hear you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, hey! Hello, everyone. It's Miss Richfield 1981 and my buddy Lewis. And we welcome you to Naughty 90s Bingo. That's right, don't we, sweetie? He's so excited. He can't wait. And I'm telling you, the 90s, we're really going to be celebrating that. We celebrated the 70s a couple weeks ago, the 80s last week, the 90s this week. So much fun. It's our 59th Bingo. Can you believe that? 59. He just came from the opener. He comes and he sits down for the opening song and then he leaves. I just love that. I mean, you gotta love good timing, in pets. Well, anyway, and I'm very excited as Miss Richfield 1981 to bring you a happy Heidi-ho from the friendly citizens and responsible merchants in Richfield, which is my hometown in Minnesota, where butter is a spice and gravy is a beverage. That's right. And we had snow today. That's right. A little bit of snow. No snowman. Not quite that much, but we did have. Isn't that crazy? I know, still a little chilly. But anyway, it's going to make it such a pretty spring. And so we're looking forward to that someday. Anyway, well, I was all ready for the 90s and, the 70s and 80s. That was easy because that's most of my wardrobe. But then trying to get ready for tonight was a little challenging because I looked up, what was popular in the 90s. And I don't know what we were all doing in the 90s. I guess we were all wearing the clothes from the 70s and the 80s. There wasn't that much. There was flannel and Naomi and Yvonne, they wear flannel, so I don't feel like I have to do that. But anyway, I was looking around and jean jackets were kind of the things, and jeans. So I have on tonight I have a jean jacket with my collar up, looking, because it was a little preppy too. And then my jean hat that I have that I like. And then the only pair of jeans I own, these are the only jeans I own. I don't own another pair, just these. And they have a darling sort of a pattern to them. But yeah, this is it. It's just these. These are the only ones. I just don't have a lot of jeans. I dress up a lot and I have to look nice. And so I just don't have a lot. I just don't think there's a lot of call for jeans. And ladies, let's face it, slacks after 6 p.m. is just not a good thing. But just for today, I did it. And then, and I also have to show you the back of my jacket, my cool jacket. Look at this. Look at what it says. LOVE. That's right. This was a gift from one of my friends. They found it and said, "Oh my gosh, Miss R has to have this. And so it's a little jean vest. And so anyway, so I'm doing my best, just trying to get into the spirit of things. But you know who's really into the spirit of things are my beautiful guests. And they're all ready to go. I have such a potpourri of humanity tonight. And so I want to bring them all on, if I could, please, and see all of my guests all at the same time. There they are. Oh, and look, I called the guests and Lewis came back. He's like, you count as a guest, don't you, Lewis? Yes. Lewis counts. So hi, and I want to say welcome to all of you. And it's so great. Oftentimes we have people who are successful in relationships, and tonight we have a lot of the other. So I'm so happy about that because I'm single too. I mean, Lewis and I, we sort of got something going, don't we? But anyway, I'm so glad to see we have a lot of singles tonight. And in the 90s was a good time to be single, wasn't it? I mean, it was back when women were finally like taking charge and 9 to 5 had come out and we were ready to kind of hit the road running and be counted. And we've got some wonderful women with us. Bianca, thank you so much for joining us today, all the way from San Diego, California. Oh, and you do not, and you've left it in the box.
Keep saying in the box. I was right in the 90s, but hi.
Yes, and the nice thing about that is the box is so cute. The packaging on that one, we had one a few years ago, and it came in a plain white box. It was just ugly.
I love it.
It had no identification on it at all. It was just for packing. And these, they came in a beautiful package. They look so cute, don't they? They have my picture all over. And the good news about that, Bianca? You can still buy more of those if you want. If you like yours so much that you think I should have 2 of these just in case one breaks and falls off the shelf.
I should have one for every room.
And take it out of the box and leave one in the box. That's another. I mean, there's just lots of ideas. Anyway, we are actually running out of them, to be quite honest, but we still have a few left. And so I'm so tickled that you have one. And I know you're not alone tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute because I know you've got a special friend with you. But now hang on. We're not going to introduce him yet. We're going to make the crowd wait for that, okay? Because we wait to see who's with Bianca, and it's worth the wait. You'll love it. And Brent, thank you so much for coming. We're moving from San Diego all the way to the middle of the country, just outside of old Chi-Town, and you are in Evanston, Illinois, and I have been to Evanston, Illinois, because I visited a friend who was going to that fancy college that none of the rest of us could afford. What's that one called again?
Northwestern.
Is that it? Okay, right. So anyway, it's a beautiful campus, and the town was dry at the time. Is it still dry?
It's not, thankfully.
Oh, it's not dry anymore. It was dry at the time I was there, so we didn't stay. It was that point in my life. So I'm still using my drink tickets back then. So, but Brent, I'm so glad you're here. And you said that you love to listen to the CD Rent.
I did.
In the 90s. Didn't we all? Wasn't that amazing? When did that actually come out?
I think it was 1995.
Was it 95?
Mm-hmm.
And Minneapolis was so privileged to be the first stop on the tour when they took it out on tour, because one of the original investors was in charge of one of the theaters in St. Paul. So we got to see it earlier than any place else. It was so much fun. I saw it right away. It was Kevin McCullum. That's who was one of the investors, one of the producers. So anyway, lots of good things to talk about with the 90s, some good memories and in a busy time. I remember the 90s being very busy. And Brent, now you're all by yourself?
Yeah, single. The pandemic hasn't been good for that, Miss Richfield.
No, but it's done something for your wardrobe, I think.
Yes.
Very nice, which is kind of 80s, 90s. That's kind of a wardrobe.
It's timeless. This is a timeless T-shirt.
I was looking for that. I couldn't figure out what to say, but that's it. Thank you so much. And then we're going to go down to Francois.
Hi, Miss Richfield.
How are you? I feel like I know you. Have we met in P-Town or something?
I do hang out at a lot of bus stations. So was it there?
That could be it. It could be the bus station. And then Lewis just left. I don't know what that has to do with it. Where is your homeland with your beautiful name?
So I am in Fort Lauderdale, but I'm originally from San Diego.
San Diego. So you're probably Mexican, or at least Mexican adjacent.
I definitely look like I could be Puerto Rican or Mexican, but no, I'm actually not.
And I'm not sure there's a difference, so that's good. All right, well, fantastic. I'm so glad you're here today. And then you said, as I remember, that you remember the Wonder Bra.
Yes. Okay. In the 90s, my best friend was some woman named Lisette in San Diego. And she was unfortunately, not gifted. And so when the Wonder Bra became the big thing, she was like, "Oh my God, look at me! I'm a woman."
Oh my gosh! And then you said, "I've been a woman for years." That didn't do you.
Well, I couldn't lend her my bras because they were too big for her.
Excellent. And Casey, thank you for joining us too. Casey has been with us before. You're from Hamilton, Massachusetts, and but you're friends with people from all over. That's so cool.
Yes.
And you've been a nurse. And you were in the military, you were a nurse, you're originally from Lynn, which is in and of itself just a miracle that you're still with us. So, I mean, if anyone's been to Lynn, they know what I'm talking about. And most athletic in your high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, that is fantastic. When did you graduate from high school?
02.
Oh dear. Okay, so right after the 90s.
Yeah.
So in the 90s, yeah, I was in school in the 90s too. I was. It was some. I'm pretty sure I was in school. I don't remember the exact dates, but I feel like we're pretty close to the same age. I've got hair all over the place. So I'm so glad you're with us, and I know you've been with us before, but and you said that also that it was Hurricane Bob was one of the memories that you had. Because that was a hurricane that came through that whole area. And a lot of people in P-Town, where I work in the summer, a lot of those folks talk about Hurricane Bob because it was one of the rare hurricanes that came through and really
Right. In 1991. Yeah.
Yeah, really, really serious damage. And my friend Bob Smith, God rest his soul, he's passed away a number of years ago. Such a genius, a comedic genius. But he was there in P-Town, and he said within, once it dies down and everyone kind of comes out of their houses and there's down trees and everything, and he said within 15 minutes, there was a guy dressed as Dorothy walking down the street with a little basket and a stuffed dog. I mean, the homos are ready. They're ready for anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's my memory of Bob, my dear friend Bob. And Mike and Alex, you're our only couple tonight. It's just you. The rest of us are looking for love, and it looks like you have found love.
Well, we're both in relationships, just not with each other.
So you have different. You homos are so modern. Okay, so you're together, but you're not really together, and there's other people involved.
Sure.
Am I close? And you're in Fort Lauderdale, right, Mike?
We are.
Okay, because it gets pretty weird down there. I mean, out in California, everybody's on drugs, but in Fort Lauderdale, just anything goes down there. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. But I'm so glad you're here. And how long have you two been friends? Are you like lifelong friends? Are you
about 5 years? Yeah.
Oh.
We moved we moved here.
I guess you can make friends at any age.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful to know. Oh, that's a real joy. Now, listen, one of the things we're going to do tonight is not only are we going to play bingo, but we're going to sprinkle a little trivia in.
Ooh, I like
that's what we're going to do. And I want to, before we start bingo, because that's going to be our next thing, we're going to play 3 games bingo. We'll explain all that in a minute. Before we do any of that, I want to ask a trivia question before we do any bingo, okay? We're going to ask a couple questions tonight. This is a history question. And if anyone knows this, raise your hand, okay? And here's the question. All right, you ready? And then Joe probably will be able to splash this up on the screen in a minute. I'm not sure he actually knew when I was going to do this. So I might be surprising him, which wouldn't be the first time, let me tell you. So, because we do have a list and I rarely go by it. So, but Joe, if you have that first history, here it is. Here's the first history question. What intern did Bill Clinton deny having sexual relations with? Was it Janet Reno, Monica Lewinsky, Linda Tripp, or Miss Richfield 1981? Does anyone know? Was it Janet Reno, Monica Lewinsky, Linda Tripp, or Miss Richfield 1981? If you're at home and you know it, text it into the chat. And I'm going to ask our brilliant team of panelists. Does anyone know the answer? Okay, I see hands going up. Bianca, we'll go with you. You seem young and probably weren't alive during this time. So
Not true. I was born in 1989.
You were born in 1989?
In Rochester, Minnesota, my friend.
No way. Well, I mean that's the home of the Mayo Clinic and IBM and all
I was
sorts of
born in
things.
the Mayo Clinic. My mom's biggest flex is she had 2 Mayo babies. So yes, I lived all of my 90s, all of the
You'll
90s.
probably never have cancer.
Oh God, great.
Yeah, probably never. Not if you're born at the Mayo Clinic.
Yeah.
So who do you think that Bill Clinton denied having sex with?
Well, for comedic effect, I want to say D, but it's B. Monica Lewinsky.
If you really want to be comedic, it would be A. But yeah, it is Monica Lewinsky. I actually saw Monica Lewinsky when I was in LA. I was meeting with Dan Jinks at a pizza place. And he's a big famous, I knew him before he was big and famous. But anyway, now he's a big famous movie producer. And we were sitting, it was just the two of us and one lady sitting about 4 tables down from us. And he goes, "Oh my gosh, look to your right. It's Monica Lewinsky." And I turned and she was sitting like 4 tables away from us, all by herself. It's just the 3 of us in the restaurant. But anyway, that was my famous I don't have a lot of Monica Lewinsky stories because that's not the kind of person I am, really. But Monica Lewinsky testified that she had how many? Do you know how many times that she supposedly had a sexual encounter with our fearless president? Anyone have a guess?
I think it's
How many?
2 or 3.
Two. How many other guesses? Other guesses? 2 is wrong.
3.
3 is wrong.
7.
Francois. How many?
69.
69. You're close. 9. Actually, 9.
Wow.
Can you believe that? That's busy. I mean, I thought he was busy, but apparently he had some free time on his hands. 9 sexual encounters in the Oval Office with President Clinton between 1995 and 1997. She also testified that she went to 9 different dry cleaners to get that stain out of her blue dress, which we all know is not true. Okay. There is no way that could have happened. I mean, please. But anyway, yeah, it's really interesting though, isn't it? And to think that we made a big deal out of that. And then you think of the last 4 years and I know that would have been just, one afternoon, right? So I know that just would have been a Tuesday. I know. So anyway, but let's get my friend, my manager, Matt Farber on. Chris couldn't be with us tonight. He had to bail. And, he's got this stinking job. He's got this, not only does he have an important computer job, but he's also working in Wilton Manors on the city council. And he's too busy.
Well, I don't have Chris's physique, but I have my own neurotic charm, so hopefully I'll do the job well.
Well, I was going to say moronic charm, but if you want to say
neurotic,
either whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, everyone will figure it out in the next couple minutes. So
I worked at MTV throughout the 90s, so I got to become close personal friends with Beavis and Butthead. So there you go. That's my trivia.
I can't believe you don't have more money.
Yeah, true.
Like, what'd you do with the money? Did you not save it? I'm sure your mother told you to save that money. Did you spend the money? You were supposed to save the money.
I saved some, I spent some. But anyway, let me tell you about how to play bingo for those of you that are here for the first time or those of you that want a quick refresher. You go on another device to play along at playbingobonanza.com. Once you sign in, you'll get 3 cards to play at the same time, which means you have 3 chances to win. If you get a bingo, you click I have bingo. But you better be quick. Only the first person who clicks wins a $10 gift certificate to use in the Miss Richfield store online on Redbubble. And you get lots of
Look at it. Look at it. I mean, look at that stuff. I mean, that is just fun stuff. That is fun stuff. And the cool thing about Redbubble is that any of the designs, pretty much any of the designs, can be put on anything. And, when we used to do, Matt and I used to try to figure out merchandise, it was always such a chore because it was so difficult. You had to order T-shirts, and then do we order magnets, and do we order? And this is so great because we don't have to order anything. Joe set up all the designs.
Anything, and except they don't do the bobbleheads. And by the way, we're all sold out of bobbleheads now. Although we'll have them in Provincetown this summer. If people go to Provincetown, that's the only place to get the bobblehead. Okay. So the other thing I'd like to remind you before we start is that we are only able to do Bingo Bonanza each week because of your generosity, you, the audience.
You.
Yes. And since I'm Miss Richfield's manager and part of my job is to make sure she can afford the finest cat food for Lewis, I encourage you to continue your generosity and send a tip. And you can click any amount right from your bingo card, or you can send a tip via Venmo at Richfield Tips or paypal.me/Richfield Tips. So that's all the biz for now.
And we really appreciate it. And don't forget, you can share too, and let people know about us. Because as you share with your friends, we really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And well, let's get started, shall we? What time is it? Oh dear. Oh, we're not too bad. We're not too bad. Thank you, Matt. That's my manager, Matt Farber. And he is a busy, busy boy because we are getting me back on the road. And we'll talk a little bit more about that too. But we're going to keep doing bingo. As long as you're here, as long as you want to do bingo, we'll do bingo. So let's start with regular bingo in any direction. Now, normally we have Naomi on the harp and sometimes her friend Yvonne, who helps us introduce each new game. And we have 3 games that we're going to play, and you're going to play them on 3 cards. But tonight, unfortunately, Naomi, she was coming to church the other day and for the 10:30 service, and on the back of Yvonne's Harley, and darn it all, I mean, I love our city, I love Richfield, but it's been a tough winter, and if they don't do something with these potholes, anyway, Yvonne swerved supposedly to miss a squirrel because the lesbians are. Yvonne is crazy about wildlife, and so she didn't want to hit a squirrel, and so she swerved to miss the squirrel, hit a pothole, threw the harp off the bike. Yeah, so Naomi's actually fine, but the harp is not. So she's getting the harp repaired. Anyway, in the meantime, what we're doing is we asked if Yvonne and Naomi are both here tonight, but if Yvonne could just bring her trombone. And so okay, thank you. Didn't want you to do it right then anyway. But anyway, we've got the screen door cracked, so they're listening to me. And anyway, and they're drinking. But they're having a nice time. And so thank you. That's good. So that's going to be what's going to introduce each game. The first one is bingo in any direction. That means 5 in a row. It doesn't matter what 5 you do, any 5 in a row. That means it can be up and down on bingo, can be across on any of those lines, or it can be diagonal. Don't forget, mark your free space, mark your free space, mark your free space. Because if you got the free space, you know what that means? That means, that you got free, that's free, And then, of course, we have Ruth here, who always makes sure that it's a fair game. And we don't want to forget Ruth. We want to remember Ruth. So she's with us always. She's going to be with me forever. I'll never forget Ruth. And stands for justice. It stands for all good things. We love Ruth. So anyway, so we're going to call all the letters and all of the numbers, okay? So it's N. We're going to start out with N32. N32. Now, if you have N32, you type into the chat, wee! Okay, because that means you're going to be lucky for the rest of the night, okay? And if you don't have N32, you might as well just quit and go home at this point. So, okay, so N32, N37. And I want to start by talking to Bianca, because Bianca has a friend with her. And Bianca, this is kind of perfect because, we're celebrating the 90s tonight, which is fabulous. We love to celebrate the 90s. But we're going to be celebrating next week?
What?
My birthday. This is 1981's birthday. I know. We're going to be celebrating my birthday, N34. And I won't be N34. No, I'm not that old. And so, and that's going to be a special time for us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yes. And we're calling all Tauruses to please call in and let us know if you want to be on the show. You just have to send to Miss Richfield live@gmail.com. And then and Adam is our new Eli, because Eli got a real job. And so Eli's too busy to be with us. So, and we're so happy for Eli. We couldn't be happier. Adam's a great guy. He's our new Eli, so we appreciate it. B7. So anyway, so we're so grateful to him. But you'll be talking to Eli, or be talking to Adam, and any Tauruses that want to be on my birthday show, please come and join us. And all us Tauruses will get together. And Tauruses we love ourselves, so it'll be just a big love fest.
I'm excited.
We love ourselves. We don't necessarily love you, but we love us. So now, Bianca, you have a special birthday surprise too. I-20. What's your birthday surprise tonight?
Well, my birthday's in June. I'm a Gemini, but I don't know. I've got 90s merch now for my podcast.
Okay. You got 90s merch?
Yeah.
What is that?
I just love nostalgia. So this is my podcast logo. And
that's your podcast? What's your podcast about?
It's about imposter syndrome.
Please don't. Oh, imposter. You were the one that we talked about this before. G51. And imposter syndrome is where I don't believe in myself.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you walk into a room and it's like the feeling of like not fitting in and kind of everyone's smarter than me. I shouldn't be here kind of thing. It's totally
right.
But I guess, well, my husband's coming back in a month, which is exciting. So and we'll be able to celebrate our birthdays together in June. That'll be nice.
Don't you have a birthday boy there with you?
The 21st. Yes, he's 1 year.
Let's see him. Where is he? He's April 21st?
April 21st. He'll be a year.
Oh, how old is he going to be this year?
1.
Yeah, look at him. How calm is he for a 1-year-old?
You know, he's so used to podcasting and interviewing and content creation now that like the second that I start doing something, he just goes right to sleep. He's like,
oh, I wonder if he deals with imposter syndrome and he doesn't feel worthy. That might be the case. 62, you know?
Yeah.
And so you've had him a year, and has your husband met him yet? Because I know your husband's been away.
Yeah, we got him at the end of June, and my husband had duty that day, so I was actually the one to pick him up because the military had restrictions on how far service members could travel. And so
because that was during the terrible time with the pandemic, right? G48.
I got him at the end of June. And then pretty much I've been raising this dog by myself. I've had to go through 2 trainers. Cavaliers are the best dogs. It's a King Charles Spaniel. They're the best little dogs. They're so great. But Lord, I was thinking I wanted to just throw him off a building half the time.
Oh, you totally do.
He's 1, and after, especially after getting neutered.
The dog will be 1 on April 26th. How crazy is that? What's the dog's name?
Bourdain, like Anthony Bourdain.
Oh, did you name him after Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah, my husband and I always thought it would be a good name for a dog. Of course, unfortunately, he committed suicide. But
it's a nice remembrance. That's why I have RBG here. You know, to remember, right? We remember these people. They're important. I-22. So they're important people.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to name your pet after somebody important. That's wonderful. Lewis is named. That was the name he had when I got him. So he still doesn't know his name. So I don't know why. Anyway, I kept the name just because why not, right? So hang on a minute. Don't go anywhere. I want to bring Casey on for just a minute.
Yes, please. I have a prop to show her.
You. And Casey, now look at that. Oh, look at who is that?
Joey Patone, because she's wearing an NSYNC shirt.
Wait, who is it?
Joey Patone. It's a terrible bobblehead.
Oh, it's an NSYNC bobblehead.
That's 2001. So it's not really 90s. But...
And do you have an NSYNC shirt on?
I do, yes.
No way. Oh, this is working out beautifully. And you've got bib overalls on. And that was when I looked up what was popular in the 90s. Yeah. The bib overalls were one of the things that they said were, oh my gosh, we got a bingo. Oh, for crying out loud. I just rolled a bunch of new balls out. Casey, I'm so glad. And you've been with us before too, Casey. And you're from Hamilton, but where is Hamilton in Massachusetts?
It's north of Boston.
Okay, so you're on the way up to New Hampshire, Vermont. Because aren't you friends with people from New Hampshire and Vermont?
Yeah, more towards Gloucester.
Okay, I don't know where any of that is. I know where Lynn is because when I get to Lynn, I always think of Richfield. I think, oh my word, I'm back home, for crying out loud, and I'm not back home. And so now what kind of athlete were you that you were the most athletic? And Bianca, were you ever athletic?
I was an ice skater, and I did dance, but I'm left-handed, and I turned the wrong way, and
that sounds like
I skated true to Minnesota.
Totally attractive, totally graceful, but I turned the wrong way every time. So what about you, Casey? Why were you? What athletics did you do?
Well, the award wouldn't apply right now, but I did softball, tennis, swimming, and track.
That's so many things.
Okay. So is there a special woman in your life, or?
No, I have a husband.
Oh, you have a husband.
Doesn't make sense for this.
Is his name Beverly or anything like that, or no? Okay. Well, we totally believe you. You don't have to. You don't have to show us. We're right, Bianca. We're on board. We just want you to know as long as you're happy, that's all we really want. That's all your father and I have ever wanted. You just want you to be happy. Okay. So, Matt, could you come and get us out of this uncomfortable situation, please, and tell us who won bingo? Yeah, it was getting really uncomfortable because I don't think Casey's familiar is okay with her sexuality. So, all right. So who was the winner?
So we have another Mayo Clinic baby, I think. It's Paul from Rochester, Minnesota.
Paul from Rochester, Minnesota. I feel like I should know him. Oh, what the heck? Hot dog, we've got a wiener. Congratulations, Paul!
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Grabbing my balls as we speak. And you know what else I want to grab while I'm grabbing my balls? I want to grab some names of people that I want to thank.
The bingo boosters.
The bingo boosters, and there's so many bingo boosters, and we can't thank all the bingo boosters at the same time, or we'll just never get to bingo, which is the reason we're here. But we want to say thank you to the people who are so generous to us. Derek, thank you for weeks and weeks, and John too, and Gary Briggs, and Sherry Brown, who's coming to my show in P-Town. Lewis, who I've been on cruises with, thank you. Randy, I just love that last name. And Linda, thank you so much. Tony as well. Tony just got tickets to my show in P-Town, so we're going to get together. Brian's coming to P-Town. We're going to get together when we're in P-Town. If you come to P-Town, contact me. We'll have coffee. Joe, thank you so much. And then could you take it away, Matt, and finish her out for me?
Take it away. I went to Evelyn Wood's speed reading.
James, that's a good 90s.
That was like in the 40s, I think.
Okay, wait a minute now. It wasn't that long ago.
No, it was actually in the 70s.
Evelyn would have been so insulted. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Stuart Murray, Jorge Pages, Eric, Jeanette, Roger, Jay, Mark, Scott, and Tracy. And, we've got so many regulars who tip each week, and it is so appreciated. And for those of you who watch and play along who haven't tipped, that's okay. But I promise you it feels good to give. And in between games is a great time to...
This is the time when we're just yapping. You wonder, why do they talk so long? To try to get you to tip. Yeah. So, we're not idiots, I know. We could fit another game in, but, we want you to tip. So, anyway, I'm so glad. And I wanted to also remind the folks that next week's going to be a lot of fun. We're celebrating the 90s, but next week we're going to celebrate my birthday.
We're going to celebrate you.
My birthday is on Saturday, and I'm sharing my birthday with someone on the broadcast tonight. I didn't even know that. But me, Barbara Streisand, Shirley MacLaine, Kelly Clarkson, Lip Synca, actually, if some of you know Lip Synca, and a whole bunch of us have the same, fabulous entertainment.
We want you to be a guest. If you are one of the Tauruses like Miss Richfield, or is a friend who is a Taurus, email Adam at missrichfieldlive@gmail.com. And we'd love to have you join the birthday party. So there you go.
Spit it out, sweetie. Spit it out. Okay. Right. So thank you. And also, what else we're going to do now is why don't we do another trivia question just for the heck of it, right? And this one's going to be history, okay? And these are from when we did the 90s, when we did Trivia Shack. And I hope we'll do Trivia Shack again someday. It's just a poop load of work, actually. And so it's a hard thing to get organized. So, and we're also busy right now. But we're going to keep it. If you want to do a Trivia Shack sometime, you just let us know, and we'll get around to it at some point. Okay, so history. Here's the question. We did history. TV and film. Here's the question. What actress starred in a 90s TV drama? Was it Joan Collins, Penny Marshall, Claire Danes, or Miss Richfield 1981? Which actress starred in a 90s TV drama? Let's see what our guests have to say. And I wonder, because this could be a tricky one, because there's a couple names in there that me, for one thing, I was performing in the 90s. And so, but I'm wondering, and of our panel, if anyone has an answer, does anyone know which of those? Is it Joan? Do you know, Mike and Alex?
We do. We know.
Oh my! And you don't look like you watch television, the two of you.
No.
You just look like it's just the gym, the gym, the gym. I know.
Day after
And-
day.
But apparently it's the gym and television.
They
So
have television at the gym.
oh, look at you, multitasking, multi-partners. You're multi-everything. So a lot of people are saying A. A lot of people are saying A. Look at that. And then some other people are saying C. Nobody said B. I would have said B. Because it wasn't Pet. When was Laverne and Shirley on? That must have been the 80s?
70s.
That was the 70s? Oh, no wonder I don't remember it very well.
80s.
I wasn't alive. So, okay, so who was it? Was it Joan Collins, Penny Marshall, Claire Danes, or Miss Richfield 1981?
We're going to say C.
See Claire Danes.
You are correct. You know what she played? What did she
My
play?
so-called life.
But what character? What character? Oh, you know what? You're not going to get the prize. This is, and I should have announced that this question actually has a big prize. We're giving away a Pontiac convertible, and I forgot to mention that. So anyway, but it doesn't matter. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. So it's Angela Chase was the that could have won you the convertible in 1994. The series was famous for being the first American series to feature an openly gay character. Do you remember who the openly gay character was?
Oh, it's the guy on Star Trek Now.
Yeah.
Ricky.
Ricky.
Hey, Francois. Get Francois in here. He'll know.
Get him. He knows.
He knows.
He's really gay.
Do you know?
I am almost as gay as you, but I never watched that show. I have not a clue.
Oh, because he could be related to you. His last name is Vasquez.
Okay.
Right? Francois Vasquez. I mean, you gotta have.
On there.
I was.
My
gonna
last
say,
name is German, so I'm not even
Your
German.
last name's German.
No, my
What's
last
your
name
last
is
name? What's your last name?
Ratzel.
Oh dear God! Oh, look at your earrings. Oh, they're
it's just
fabulous.
one.
Oh, just one earring. Is that
Yes,
90s?
in the 90s, you'd see those perfume ads. You know,
Right.
and you'd see the beautiful model. She'd like one dramatic, huge earring, and she'd be so
Really?
long distance. Yes.
I didn't know. I wasn't. Apparently, I've been too busy living life to be reading about it. But thank you. And then, anyway, so that was Ricky Vasquez, played by an openly gay actor, Wilson Cruz.
Wilson Cruz. He's in Star Trek.
He's
now.
on Star Trek right now.
Yeah, well, you didn't get the name, so no convertible, no Pontiac convertible. I'm sorry. But the exciting thing is we do have another game of bingo to play. We actually have 2 more games of bingo. And this is really great because this next game of bingo is our special themed game because, we have a themed game and then we have other stuff. And wait till you see it. It's celebrating the 90s, so it's going to be the number. Are you ready for this? Drum roll. Here it comes. It's coming. Our second game of bingo. Hang on. Here it comes. Let's see it. There it is. 9 lives. There it is. It was worth the wait. Look at that. 9 lives. It's totally worth the wait because it's the number 9. And see, we're getting so good at themes here. I was never good at that, but doing much better. So the number 9. Now, what does that mean? That means you're going to need all of the ends, right? Including what, Francois?
Free space.
Free space, which your Latino Germanic self must be loving. I don't know. If you were, my friend John Taylor from Scotland, he would enjoy that. The Scots, they enjoy the free space. So anyway, but so yes, it's the free space. Now, how would you say that in Mexican?
Ein free space.
What is it?
Ein free space.
Oh, that sounds Mexican. All right.
Yeah, right.
So, fabulous.
Ein
Well,
taco.
listen. Now, that means we're only going to calling B, I's, and N's. Okay? We're not calling G's and O's. Okay? If I call a G and O, what do we do? If I call a G or an O, what do we do?
Throw it away. Don't do nothing.
Nothing. Nothing?
Nothing?
Take a shot.
Oh, take a shot.
We take a shot. But we're not going to have to do that because I'm going to start with G53. G53. All right, we're going to make the numeral 9. Okay? 9. 9. That should be helpful, Francois, right? Isn't that what your people say? I mean, half of your family anyway. 9. Right? Should we play bingo? 9. So N38. That would have been great if it was 39, but it's N38. All right. So now Francois is in Fort Lauderdale, and Mike and Alex are in Fort Lauderdale, which is fabulous. But looking at the two of your apartments, it was hard to believe you're in the same city. Looking at the background, G55, G55. Because Francois looks like you have a bag of Cheetos and what? You have a bag of, what is that? Popcorn or Cheetos? What's behind you?
No, it's candy corn.
Candy corn.
Oh, it's
I have candy corn and mini booze.
Oh man. And so that's where the party is. So you probably are partying so much you can't afford a larger apartment. Contrary to the other two old homos. This is what happens when you become an old homo. You get a bigger apartment.
You do.
Look at that.
There's even
Look
a pool
at
in the
that.
backyard.
Curtains, you have window treatments. There's no small bottles of booze there, clearly. Only the
ones.
large bottles of booze, clearly, right? I-20, everybody, I-20. And how long, Francois, how long have you been in Fort Lauderdale? By the way, I love Fort Lauderdale. Love that area.
Oh, yeah, 3.5 years.
Oh, so you're a transplant. 5. B5, everybody, B5. Where were you before?
New York City.
New York City? What? That's weird because... So I'm getting this Mexican-German thing, and now I'm getting Jewish from you. It's like I'm not
such a shunda. That was a year for my bagel.
Yeah, oy vey, and you know what I'm saying, and schnitzel, and
going to
throw a
Zabor.
taco in there. I don't know where we're going with this. I-16. And what nationality are you, Mike and Alex?
Oh, well,
I'm Irish.
I'm Scottish. How about that?
Are you Scottish? Oh, I love that. You know, we have a Scottish fellow, John Taylor, who watches us. Boy, I have a hard time with that foreign names. I have a hard time with those. But you'll see, I've been practicing that. 75. Oh, wait a minute. We're not calling. Oh, so what do we do?
Yeah.
Reach around, get one of those little bottles. Oh, look at you, got your cocktail going. What happened? Is Alex not drinking?
Oh no, I'm sober.
Are you really? I'm drinking. I'm on the Diet Coke. I'm on the Diet
Yeah.
Coke brigade. So you used up all your drink tickets. Listen to me. I'm stone sober. Look at me. Yeah. And 30. That's why I don't have to drink. I know. I just make my own, make poor choices even without the alcohol. And 31, everybody. And 31. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, like sleeping better and remembering life. It's a whole new world.
Remembering things.
That's why the 90s
Who was I with? You know, I remember
a bit
this.
blurry. The 90s is a bit blurry for this guy.
Yeah, right? I will say that I wore Jinko jeans. Do you know Jinko jeans?
I do know Jinko
Right?
jeans. Darn it.
I was in college and I wore Jinko jeans and everything was corduroy. Jinko jeans, corduroy. I had a corduroy beanie, a corduroy shirt, and jeans that they would slosh around in the snow. You never want to live in Pennsylvania with Jinko jeans because I was always sloshing around. They were frozen and all the time.
Well, I just remember the parachute pants, and the reason
Yes, I had those.
parachute pants is
My parachute pants, they
they
zipped
were
off
terrible.
the knee.
Well, first of all, they're warm in the summer and they're cold in the winter. You know, it's like it should have been the other way around. Yeah, it's if you're warm in the winter, you're froze, and if you're warm in the summer, you just thought you were going to pass out from heat stroke. N42.
Sound like shh.
What's
They made
that?
sound.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
two
the
umbrellas.
chafing. Yeah, the chafing's bad. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And now, Francois, what made you move to down south? How'd you happen to move to down there to, Lauderdale?
Well, I love it here, and I've always vacationed here, and my ex lives here, so he's a good friend of mine.
Dear. Oh, you're friends with your ex. See, I think you're a lesbian. I think you might be a lesbian. And our friend Casey, I think she's a lesbian too. And but she's there she is. There she is. So, and she has a husband, and you had a husband, right, Francois?
Oh, I'm a widow. But Casey, let's go to Lilith.
Oh, you're
there.
a widow.
Yes.
Oh, well, let's just cheer things up a little bit. So hang on a minute. I-27. You got to know how to. You got to learn how to move on. I-27.
Oh, honey, he's dead.
Is he? Has it been a long time?
No,
Tell me it's been more than a week and a half.
Been 13 months.
Okay, 13 months. Okay, so we're on to the next year, like the first year, right? You got to get through that. That's like in business. You got to get through your first year, right? And everybody, N39. Well, we're sorry about that, but I'm glad that you're like, look at you. You're in your beautiful doing bingo in your kitchen. Life is looking up, like life is looking up for you, Francois.
I've got a date. Me and Casey are going out bowling.
You are going bowling with Casey?
Yes.
I love that. Casey, do you bowl?
I don't. No.
What? Do you bowl, Casey?
I don't.
You don't bowl. I've got to get my hair organized. So you'll keep talking amongst yourself. And 33, everybody. And 33. I just have to get my hair organized. Sometimes you just have to comb your hair. You know what I'm saying? Well, it gets stuck under my hat, and then I itch. Do you ever itch? Oh, there we go. Oh, now it's back. Oh, it's looking good. So that was worth it. So now, Casey, you are alone in the world. Oh no, you have a husband.
Other room.
Oh dear. Let's get Brent in here. Actually, let's just get Bianca. Let's just get everybody in here. It's like, I know. Can you believe? Look at Bianca. She's like, oh dear God. Bianca, has anyone died in your life recently? I-29.
No. Thankfully,
Put a dog down
no.
Or anything that could sort of break it up a little bit for us. So
you were cracking me up.
Yes, I know. I'm just trying to help. Just trying to be helpful. And 34. But I'm glad you're someplace like where you are, Francois, because I'm telling you, you're gonna make friends down there, and you've been there 3 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
You need to get over to our house.
You can't be in Fort Lauderdale and not have friends. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's really great about it, Francois? People get together like Alex and Mike. They're having a good time, and they're not with their partners, but they're with each other, and everything becomes blurry. Nobody really knows the rules. It's really confusing. So
Francois was over here a couple weeks ago.
What's that?
Francois was over here a couple weeks ago.
He was not. Were you over there a couple weeks ago?
We all know each other down here. Like we all.
It's Fort Lauderdale.
You are lesbians.
But I wasn't wearing anything.
But you weren't.
One way or another, we know each other around here.
It's hard to. Yes, exactly. Clearly.
Maybe it was the same way. It's like,
yeah,
you know one, you know them all.
Who is this? Who's saying that?
Me. I said.
Oh,
that.
there, Bianca.
Yeah.
Bianca, with your beautiful baritone voice, I can't tell if it's you talking. You know, it could be Casey, you know. And 37. Answer 37. So, Casey, do you have a picture of your husband?
Yes.
Oh, the hesitation.
Wow. It's really uncomfortable. There's a lot of uncomfortable moments tonight, isn't it?
This was a long time ago.
Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Zoom in on that. Let's see it.
Oh.
Okay, that looks like Andy Cohen. Is that a picture with Andy? Is that Andy Cohen with short hair?
No.
Is he Jewish? Is your husband Jewish?
Yes.
I love that.
He looked like a lot like his mother, actually.
Really? A much younger version. I'm sure you were going to say that. A much younger version. B2, a much younger version. And then did he marry in the faith?
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah. I knew that. I was just being polite. So I'm sure she's disappointed. B12.
She was okay. She was okay.
Is she okay?
She passed it years ago, but she was okay with it.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's the one. Okay. I knew there was one Jewish mother who was okay with things, so that's her, I guess. I-19. Anyway, that is fantastic. So hang on a minute now. We've got to get some more bowls out here because we're just calling the B's, I's, and N's. Okay, so I got to keep rolling it out here. So how long have you been married, Casey?
It'll be 8 years this year.
8 years, or is it I-28? I-28. See, last year I could say I-28, but not anymore. Okay. And hold on a minute here. So how long did you say you've been married? I really wasn't listening.
It'll be 8 years this year.
How many years?
8.
8? Oh yeah, that's right. That's that 28 joke that I did. That was so hilarious. So 8. That's amazing. 8. And how long have you been with your partners, Mike and Alex? B6.
I'll have been married 8 years in November, but we've been together about 11 years.
Yeah, it's always complicated with the homos. It's a lot of you just want a number. You just want to, but it's complicated, and we're still in touch, and how that goes. So hang on a minute, and everybody, N35. And how about you, Alex? How long have you been together?
2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
Really
so we can find friends and partners at any moment in our life.
Absolutely.
Even when we're in our autumn years.
Yeah.
That's so nice. G. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm not supposed to call G. You know what that means? Here we go, everybody. Everybody, here we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Hang on a minute. B11. So now we're making the letter P, okay? We're not making the letter P. We're making the number 9. It looks like a P, though, to me. Is it just me? Is it me or okay? It's me. All right.
To check on you. Are you okay?
I don't know. I mean, Alex talks about drinking, and the next thing you know, I'm just drunk. All right. If you had not brought alcohol up, I would have been just fine. But now, where I'm back in my drinking days, and you know what I mean. I-30, everybody. I-30. Anyway, so now does anyone have plans to come to P-Town this year? Anyone? You bears better be making it to P-Town. I'm going to break your necks.
No.
If I can find them, you know what I mean? And everybody, N43.
I'm coming after 4th of July, Miss Richfield.
Thank God. Brent, dear God, Brent. Now, Brent, I'm wondering, sweetie.
Yeah.
You're in your home?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there any decoration or color involved? Oh, okay. So you have brown and glass, and that gray.
I'm next to a whole bunch of wine, Miss Richfield.
You are next to wine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a sensitive subject. Alex is sober, so otherwise we talk about the wine. But ixnay on the Einway. All right. B10, everybody. B10. So you're at home, but you don't believe in decorating. I mean, you're single. It's not like you've got that much to do. You're in Evanston. I mean, I can't believe you're that busy.
It was either this. It was this or the bed, and the bed just feels a little too intimate.
Right, exactly. And then our conversation would have made that very uncomfortable. I would have just given us one more uncomfortable moment in a show where I don't think we need any more uncomfortable moments. B14. Correct. Am I correct? If I'm always right. No way. Already? Oh, Lord. Oh, look at this. And I thought things were just really picking up. I felt like we were just getting out of that uncomfortable phase into sort of a more normal conversation. And then we have a bingo. And hopefully it wasn't the letter P, which I accidentally announced. Matt, who was it that won? Oh.
Well, it wasn't somebody that got a P. They got a 9. And
good.
It was Joel in Davie, Florida. In Davie, Florida.
Davie? Where's Davie?
It's a suburb of Fort Lauderdale. It's actually
by Tampa, right?
No, it's like
a
suburb of Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not far from here at all.
All right. Hot dog. I guess we've got a wiener. I don't know. Davie.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Forget now on next Monday we're going to be celebrating my birthday with other Tauruses. So if you know a Taurus or you're a Taurus and you want to be on the show, and celebrate. Or maybe you have birthday. I think Brent and I are the ones that I forgot. I meant to ask that during that really uncomfortable phase we were going through on that last thing. And anyway, I forgot to ask. And then I started calling the 9 a P and things. I thought things went smoothly overall, though. So anyway, but we're doing birthday bingo next Monday, and it's going to be a lot of fun, just like tonight. And also wanted to let you know, I'm going through my list here. And I think that's it. I think that we just have to announce that. And then I also wanted to ask another trivia question, okay? Our last trivia question of the night. We thought we'd shake it up a little bit because we haven't done any trivia for ages. This is our last trivia, which is going to be pop culture. And you folks are usually good at pop culture. Anyone that's watching me is usually up on that. So our pop culture question from the 90s is the following. Are you ready? Drum roll. Which was a popular dance move, okay, in the 90s? Which was a popular 90s dance movement? Was it voguing, moonwalk, hustle, or the Richfield slide? Okay, which was a popular 90s dance move? If you know, and this could be kind of a tough one, actually, unless you really know your history and your dancing, and I actually kind of guessed this wrong, but which was a popular 90s dance move? Okay, so let's bring on our contestants and see our live studio audience, see if anyone knows, because is it voguing? And type in your answers. Those of you that are watching, is it moonwalk, hustle, or the Richfield slide? Look at this. Look at nothing is hotter than watching a bear move his paws in the voguing position. I love that. And then, yes, and Francois is doing it. Casey, what are you doing? Casey,
I don't know. That was hustle.
Sort of a mix of the. You were going to guess the hustle?
Because my sister's big into the hustle when she was younger, and I thought it was the hustle.
Yeah. Well, no, but that's why we ask it. That's why it's trivia. Is because you just have to guess. You don't know. Yes. If you don't know, you guess. I actually thought voguing was in the 80s, but the answer, of course, is voguing. It is voguing. It is is the answer. And I thought voguing was in the 80s. I didn't realize. And Madonna, she made it famous in 1990. So almost the 80s, all you smarty pants, okay? With her song and video, which, of course, we all remember, the Vogue. And people still do that. And that was kind of, they think of that as a precursor to the rap crap that the kids are doing now, you know? So the moonwalk made famous by Michael Jackson, that was popular in the 80s, and we all remember that. The hustle, Casey, you were close. That was a catch-all name for some disco dances popular in the 70s. So you were only 20 years off. That's not bad. And the Richfield slide craze never took off. I don't know what happened to the Richfield slide. I mean, I had the veterans doing it every week. Every week we did the Richfield slide, and it just never, I don't know what happened. It's never caught on. So, anywho, now I just put my list away. Now that was smart, right? I don't know what's next. Oh, I do know what's next. I wanted to say, yes, play Bingo Bonanza, that too. Thank you. They do such a good job covering when I don't know what I'm talking about. So, tonight, though, Casey said she likes to watch bingo with other folks. And I know when I look in the magic mirror, I oftentimes see groups of people like this. This is what I see sometimes. And you see Casey and her friends are watching together on a Zoom call. I'm not even sure how that works, how you Zoom and play Bingo Bonanza at the same time. But also, I'm wearing one of my blouses that you can buy at Redbubble. So this is kind of a twofer, actually a threefer. It's the magic mirror. It's an ad for Redbubble. And we're talking about Casey, who is not a lesbian. So it's lots of things. And so tonight I'm looking through the magic mirror and I'm seeing my friend. You know who I'm seeing? I'm seeing Jamie in Nebraska. Hi, Jamie, who's so faithful, watches us, supports us. Todd. Hi, Todd, my penis in Minneapolis. How are you, my dear? Sean, it's your birthday in Boston. Hi, Sean. Happy birthday. And he's turning 59, the old dog. Hey, there's my friend John. Ahoy from Scotland. I didn't know that was what you say in Scotland. I got to go to Scotland someday and see him. All the beautiful things. Oh, all the people. Bismarck. Hey, Bismarck, Chris. Hey, Rochester, Kurt, and Paul, and Dan. Oh, the Jews are watching. Hallelujah. Tom, hello. Jamie Price, happy early birthday. Thank you, Jamie. And Eric Stano. And Eric and Derek. Oh, the Chelsea, they're in Chelsea at home. And Sherry's going to come see me. And Alex and Karen. Hi, Karen. He's coming to P-Town too, I think. Michael. Hey, Michael. Look at Michael. Oh, my gosh, the children are watching. Carlos. Hola, my friend, from Kevin and Carlos. Oh, I know those guys. And then Steve. Hi, Stephen from DC. Oh, our thoughts and prayers with you in DC. Lots going on there. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Miss Richfield. How are you, Dennis? Good to see you. And Jorge, looking fabulous. Misty from across 494 in Minnetonka. Oh, you gotta love that. That's why they hyphenate their names, the people with money. Eileen, hi, Mendelson. Love that from the North Salem, New York. I know Salem, but I didn't know that. Hey, Brad from Alabama. How are Brad single again, by the way, the fellows and gals. And so nice to see you. And Thomas, hello, hi from West New York, New Jersey, whatever it's called. Big D, little A, double L A, yes, hello. And Josh, hi, Josh. And Natalie, Natalie, who's part of the group that I think Casey watches with Kelly and Tammy, hi, and Kevin Danielson, hi, from Richfield. He's going to be on our bridal show, our prom show. And then hi from New Jersey. I love that. Look at that name. That says New Jersey. Russell D. Love the name. Tim Flaherty. Hey, Tim. And Minneapolis in the house. Hi. And James. Hello. And hi. Look at that from Bedford, New York. Hi, Wendy. We know Wendy really well. Michael. Hello from San Diego. And all these people in the house. Look at that. And I missed the last one. Anyway. But there's lots of people, different people. Roger, hello, Roger from they go by so fast from from Caledonia. Hi. And my birthday is Friday, one day before mine. Mine's Saturday. Happy birthday, Ronald. So maybe you can be a guest in next week. Think about it. Gary, hi. And Michael, hi from Winter Park. I love that. And Jeff from Rehoboth Beach. I love Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Selena, what a great name. Newfoundland. And and Labrador. Canada, and our friend, we have another friend from Newfoundland then. And then Karen, hi Karen, and Mike, we appreciate you watching from Connecticut. Oh, you folks with money. And then whoever that name is, that's a good, Mickey watching from Indy, where Mike is working late on an art installation. I didn't know they had art in Indiana. That's new. All right, Dennis, hi. Jeff says hi. And then Arden Hills is in the house. Rochester, hi. And then Sam and Chris. Hi, Chris from Hartsdale. Oh, those guys. Hi from Hartsdale. And Leah, there's Leah. Hi, Leah. How are you, my dear? And Selena from NL from Newfoundland. Barb, how are you, sweetie? I love that name, Barb. That was my mom's name. Christopher, hi, from Hollywood Hills. Oh, dear God. It's early out there. Thank you for watching. And then my other friends from Sugar Land, Texas. And I don't know where I have to go visit there. And Dan, hi, Daniel, and Jake. Hi, Jake and Mark. I appreciate you watching. And Kristen, hello. And she has to work. And then Kevin from Easton, PA. I'll be in Rochester, New York. I don't know why I said that. Tina, hi, from Eden Prairie. Oh, Tina. And Minneapolis. Hi, Christopher. All these people from right here. And Providence Town, someone from Rhode Island. Hi, Dodie. And also Kristen, hi. And I'm going to be in Providence Town all summer long, Dodie. So watch for me. And Blaine, hi. And Joanna, hi, Joanna. And Jared from Orange County. And Kelly, hi, Kelly. Oh, Kelly, my friend Kelly. It's Jeff, hi, Jeff. And Jennifer, hello from Maine. Oh, my gosh. All these people from all over. And it makes me feel, look at this. Did you say prom show? I did say prom show. That's coming up in May. That's right, May, I think about the 12th, or I don't know when. Anyway, Joe will know, but it's May something. It's right around when you go to prom. And then Selena, I'm new. Hi, Selena. We love new people. We love getting some new viewers. Come and join us again. We appreciate you being here. And if you are out there, and I always say this, and you're feeling lonely or you're feeling down, I have a friend who's feeling sick today. Oh, my friend Tom doesn't feel good today. And, that's miserable to not feel good. And you can feel a little lonely and a little bummed out. And reach out and talk to somebody. Okay, that'll help make you feel better. And there's a lot of us that want to be there for you. Don't do it on your own. Say hi to somebody. Get on one of our StreamYard shows. Chris is so busy coming up with new shows all the time. There's something going on that you can log on and not be alone, or maybe not feel so lonely. And I'm thinking about you folks who are struggling with your jobs as we all come back into the market, and we're all going to get busy again. So hang in there, right? Good days ahead. That's what I have to say. Good days ahead. Now we're going to start our last game, and I know we're a little behind, but we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up. It's a really easy. We always do an easy last game. Okay. Did we do our last? I think we did our last. Yeah, we did our last call. Okay. I'm so confused. And then I forgot Yvonne. She's banging on the window now. I'm sorry, Yvonne. I'm sorry. I'll be with you in a minute. The last game, which is really easy. The last game is 4 corners. Okay, it's 4 corners. Oh dear. Okay, that was her way of sort of telling me, "I'm sorry, I forgot you in the second game." Anyway, they make the effort and they come, and they're bombed out of their minds out there. They're listening to music. They're having a nice time. The girls are having fun. So anyway, we're going to play 4 corners. That's just B's and O's. Okay, just B's and O's. And all you have to do is 4 corners. It goes by pretty fast. So pay attention. Don't forget, the winner gets a $10 discount, okay, on Redbubble. A $10 discount on Redbubble. And my fun, awesome. And if you want to look on my website, I've got at my store on my website. That's where the link is for the exciting store that my friend Joe, who works with us, and also if you've got any extra, the balls are flying all over the place, and that's an O. I need that. So if you want to donate to us, please feel free. It goes to me, my manager, Chris. Adam, our new friend that's doing such a great job helping us get guests all together, and my friend Joe. So we appreciate your donation so much. 67, 4 corners, just B's and O's. 4 corners, B's and O's, okay? Let's bring everybody back in because I do want to make sure that we chat with everyone. 75. And want to make sure we get a chance to visit with everybody. And Brent, is your birthday the same as mine?
No, it's me.
It's
me. I'm the Taurus.
Oh, you're the Taurus. And you look so vastly different than Brent. I can't believe it. I'm
Right?
confused.
We could be brothers.
73. Is anyone else freaked out by this? That they're okay. Anyway.
I just saw the connection. I didn't even make that connection.
Right, exactly. Me too. B8, everybody. B8. I could have had a B8. And anyway, so we have the same birthday.
Yes.
And I don't know, what year were you born?
1958.
Oh man, you are old. All right, 65.
Not that long ago.
Everybody, yes. Let's all have a little sip of something.
Miss Richfield, I was born in 1981 when you got your crown.
You were born and I got my crown at a very young age. Did you know that? Yeah, it was just a child, really. And that's when you were born in 1981.
Yep.
Wow. And anyone else having a birthday in April? How about anyone having a birthday sometime this year? Oh, okay. Oh, several of you. Oh, that's good. Okay. So, Francois, when is your birthday, darling?
I was born in a very good year. And I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a couple clues.
Can I call a number in the middle of this? B3. B3. All right, go ahead.
Saturday Night Fever, Star Wars, Roots, and The Emotions Best of My Love all happened this year.
Wow,
75?
that's
8, 9,
Casey says 75.
79.
75?
I'm gonna say. Wait a minute. Roots came out the same time.
Roots, Saturday Night Fever, Star Wars, and The Emotions Best of My Love. Whoa!
I'm gonna say 70. I'm gonna say 73.
7.
That's what I said.
I think it's like
You
7.
said- that's because we're both Tauruses and we share birthdays. That's why we guessed the same. Yeah, and one thing about Tauruses, we like ourselves. All right, B4. Okay, so
Star Wars was not
who else has a
73.
guess? We all have to guess. We all have to. Bianca, what do you think? Bianca's like,
I don't want to be
know.
wrong. Is it 7? My parents got married in 78. Is it 75?
I think it's later.
It's later.
Oh, really?
78, 77.
77, 78.
I'll
Really?
say 76.
Okay, just for the sake of
$1, Bob.
Why not?
right, $1. I love that. I love that. Hang on. Oh no, I'm not supposed to call. Okay, hang on. We all have to do it. Cheers. I just called the wrong number. Okay. So hang on. Let me call one more number. 066. 066. Only B's and O's. So what year is it?
77.
Yeah.
Who got it? Anybody?
Kind of. I said 75, but then I retracted
Good
it.
78.
Okay, 75 isn't 77. Okay. Wow, Bianca. Oh,
P's
dear.
and nines. I mean, you know.
It's difficult. It's tough, you know. 062. This whole bingo thing must really be throwing you off. All these numbers. 062. Well, I had 061. It was close. Okay. So you were born in what? 77, then you said? I thought Roots was earlier than that because I remember Roots was when I was in elementary school, to be quite honest. I think it was elementary school. Anyway, I don't remember. I just remember, I remember watching it though and talking about it in school. I thought it was, I was trying to do the math. 068. I was trying to do the math. Anyway, and so then your birthday's what month?
October.
Oh, October.
Yes.
Yeah, Halloween baby or anything, or no?
No, but my cousin was born on Halloween.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Thank you for saving it. That could have been really uncomfortable. All right. So thank you, Francois. Francois is doing a lovely job. Let's just give it up for Francois tonight. It's a
Can my
lovely
husband
job.
say hello? Is that okay?
What's that?
My husband wants to say hello.
Of course. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Fantastic. I
His service
love
was
it.
canceled twice, so I still have him here. He hasn't been buried yet.
Oh my gosh. You know, my grandfather was under my aunt's bed for like 5 years or 10 years. I don't know. You could still be under the bed. I don't know.
I'm trying to bury him, but COVID.
I know. And then what are you going to do? Now, is he going to be someplace? Are you going to sprinkle the ashes someplace meaningful? Because that's what I want them to do for me. I want them to take half of my ashes and dump them on Hennepin Avenue in this bad sewer area to help the stench, and then to where I used to work. And then the other half, I don't care. 074. You know what I'm saying? Just get me out there somewhere. You know, get me out on the road. That's where I want to be. Just like, open the window and just let her out. You know what I'm saying? What about, so does he have a place that he wanted to be buried, though?
Yeah, the Ratzel family plot is in New York City, so he's going to be buried there. And I will as well someday.
So this is the real deal. Like they've actually got. So this is like you're going to go all the way back to the homeland, all the way back to New York. Well, that'll be nice to get. Oh, geez. All right. Bingo. How can you do a bingo when I haven't called a number? Okay. So anyway, sometimes I wonder. You know. So that's fantastic though that you get to go back to New York, and then when you get to see the family. That's awesome. I mean, not that living in, you know what I still have my wiener for Lewis. Look at Lewis. And that's what look who's coming. Ooh, not Lewis, but they're both coming. They're both coming. Hi, look at. Come here. Wait, hang on a minute. Look at this. I got the old man. You never see this one. This is the one we never see. Hi, buddy.
Aww.
This is the old man, and that's the young guy. Hello. They're friends. Hello. Let me clean you. You're old. You smell. So anyway, all right. So I'll get them. Oh, and look at the puppy. Does anyone else have pets before we?
Yes.
What pet do you have, Casey?
I have a 110-pound yellow lab.
Well, can you bring them so we can see before we close out tonight? Let's find out from Matt who won first. Matt, who won?
I don't know if I can get him.
Okay, so our winner was named Georgia, and she said she was from Minnesota, Minnesota. So I don't think there's a city called Minnesota in Minnesota, right?
There's Minnesota. There's a Minnesota.
Hold on, let me double check that. Nope, it said Minnesota, Minnesota. So
she probably meant Minneapolis, Minnesota, maybe, or maybe she just doesn't want us to find her.
Or she's a drinker.
Or she's a drinker. That's true. You never know. Or she just felt uncomfortable with talking about what we talked about tonight, which is life, kids.
Yeah.
That's life. I'm feeding the wieners to the kitties right now as we speak. Look at me feeding. Oh, look at that dog. Oh,
sweet.
Casey, are you kidding me?
Sit.
Oh, how old is he?
He's 9, I believe, or 8. One of those.
Oh, he's handsome. Oh, he's so handsome. Look at him. Oh my gosh. And they're so mellow at that age, aren't they?
Finally, he's mellow. Yeah.
He's mellow at that age now. I'm feeding the cats here. I'm trying to get the cats online, but anyway, I'm feeding them the wiener.
How many wieners do they get?
What's that?
How many wieners do they get a day?
Oh, they just get part of a wiener. See, they get part of a wiener like this that I break up, then I eat the rest. It's so good. Well, hang on a minute. Hot dog, we've got a wiener.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Well, we're finishing out our wiener. I was trying to get, there he is, eating the wiener. Just didn't want you to think I was just making this up, So I want to say thank you so much to all of our guests, and thank you to our wonderful staff. We have Matt. Thank you so much. My manager, Matt, came in and helped us tonight. We appreciate that so much, Matt. Well, Chris will be back next week, but he leads a very busy life, that one. And I want to thank our new friend, Adam. I want to thank Joe, of course, for being so helpful. Joe's the one that makes this whole thing look so beautiful. He's the one that does all the guests and just so helpful. So I want to thank you. And then also, just thank all our folks that donate. Oh, and the gals are leaving. Gals have left. So, well, when the lesbians start the motorcycle and leave, that means it's time for us to say goodnight. And please, please, please have a good week. Still continue to be safe. Wear your masks, okay? And thank you to all my guests. Bring the guests on if you could, because I want to say thank you to Brent and Casey. Thank you, Bianca, and your cute little dog. Thank you, Mike and Francois and Alex. Thank you so much. You guys are such a delight. And all my best to all of you. Now, don't forget, if you're a tourist out there and you want to come join us next week, it's going to be my birthday bingo. It's going to be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, make it a safe week. Be good to each other, okay? And Francois, go over and keep Alex and my company, okay? But before we leave, we have to spell this one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. Love was made for me and you. Ooh, love was made for me and you.
And you, and you, and you, and you.
I love you all. Good night.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Now it's your turn. Join with me.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play. Now you.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your
I can
balls and
hear
play.
you. Grab your